On a picture-perfect Saturday in late September, NASCAR held its most anticipated late model stock car race of the 2021 season. Out of some 80 race teams from across the region, it'll take more than a set of tires, a fast engine, and a good driver to make the crowded 40-car field. It takes a family to race at Martinsville. Next on a special edition of 0 to 60 TV. Martinsville Speedway, a legendary half-mile NASCAR short track in Southern Virginia, is the site this year of the biggest late model series race in the nation, the Valley Star Credit Union 300. This year's race, the first since 2019 due to the pandemic, has attracted 80 drivers and teams, including the 2021 NASCAR Weekly Racing Series National Champion. Also among the field of hopefuls is the driver of the LeithCars.com Oldskool video games and more Toyota Camry, Brenden out of Chesapeake, Virginia. Butterbean, as his friends, family, and fans know him as, is the 2020 track champion at Langley Speedway in Hampton. On a weekend when half the field will head home after not qualifying for the main event, I spoke with Brenden, his dad Mike, his mom Robin, and Brendan's crew chief Phil about the effort everyone puts in to make it to the show. Brenden Queen, driver of this car, is going to be out there for the race, which is like, I don't know, how many laps we're running tonight?
200.
Man, so first of all, this isn't a race that you just show up and put this beautiful car in. What did you have to do just to earn a spot in tonight's race?
Well, I probably started at the shop, a couple of weeks ago trying to prepare for this race, and then lots of practice yesterday. Well, not really a lot. 4 hours of practice yesterday. Single car qualifying last night to get us a good starting spot in the heat race, which we finished 4th in our heat race, so we will roll on 15th in the big race tonight, which is not the best starting spot, but it's definitely a good spot to start and ahead of about half the field.
Oh yeah, a little bit of background on you, Brenden. You're not a local racer to us back in Raleigh and Wake County, and we do a lot with Wake County Speedway, but you race mainly at what speedway, what track?
Langley Speedway, located in Hampton, Virginia. Not too far from where y'all are at, but it's definitely a flat track, way different than Martinsville. Yeah. But hey, we love the short track racing, and we're super happy to have y'all on board. Thank you, sir.
Best of luck in this car tonight, and we'll be pulling for the 03 car with LeithCars.com and Oldskool video games and more here at Martinsville Speedway. I'm Mark Arson with Brenden Queen for LeithCars.com and 0 to 60 TV.
Hey man, what? Look at that hair.
After his successful qualifying heat race, there's time for some burgers and dogs off the grill, thanks to Brendan's dad, Mike. Along the way, I caught up with Brendan's crew chief, Phil Warren, a local racing legend himself from Queen's home track at Langley. What is your job as crew chief with Brenden?
Well, between him and myself, we'll make the decision on what changes we'll make when we make the pit stop, and obviously I'll be the spotter to control help control the race, and then like I said, at the pit stop, just try to help make the right decisions to make changes to make the car better.
So we got 40-some cars in this race tonight. What's going to be the toughest obstacle for Brenden to overcome to finish well in this race?
And sometimes this race is just hard to even finish. We're here to win, but so is the other 40 competitors that's going to start, and we're just going to have to go race to see how it works out for us.
Phil will be Brendan's spotter for the race. That's the voice inside his helmet and his extra pair of eyes from high above the track from the tower to help guide the 23-year-old through any trouble on the track and help strategize their pit stop during the race. It's on to the front stretch for the pre-race introductions and some final prep before the 200-lap feature race Saturday night.
This is like the Daytona 500 for late model stock cars right here.
So, on a race day like today at Martinsville, what all are you responsible for?
I do a little bit of cooking, help work on the car wherever they need me, just make sure everything's right for everybody.
Now, when you say cooking, what kind of cooking are you doing out here at the racetrack?
We cooked some burgers and dogs tonight for the crew. We'll cook some chicken, barbecue. We do a little bit of everything. We've been here 2 days,
So everybody eats well.
Everybody eats well. We try to make sure they're fed good.
So how long has Brenden been in racing? How to get into it?
I used to race back in the day, and then I kind of gave it up after Brenden was born, a few years after he was born, and then he's been racing, I believe, since about 6. Started out in go-kart. He's won championships in go-karts, legends, ran arena cars, late models.
And he's won some track championships too, right?
In every division he's been in, he's won a track championship. Yes, he has.
So,
Race fans, good evening and welcome to the
Dad at the
Martinsville
racetrack
Speedway.
tonight, what goes through your head before a
At
race?
this time, please welcome
Nerves,
our
buddy, nerves.
President, Clay Campbell.
It was a big relief when he made the show. That's a big relief, and now it's just got to be patient. Long race, got to be patient.
So race night, what's it like for Mom on race night before Brenden gets in that car?
Well, it's nerves. It's completely nerves. I get nervous as it goes on. I keep every race thinking it's not going to get worse. I get more nervous. It's just nerves. I mean, I pray for his safety. I pray that he does well, but it'll make me nervous.
We're just moments away from the start of the race as media, fans, and track staff begin to make their way off the starting grid. Now, this is when the nerves start kicking in as Brenden Queen's family effort to race for the iconic Martinsville grandfather clock, a huge cash payout, and a place in grassroots racing history finally comes into focus.
We gotta have 5 people, so he's gonna jack. I'm gonna do a rear tire. Doug's gonna carry for me. So you can do a front tire.
All the hours of preparation have come down to this. The green flag drops and the Valley Star Credit Union 300 at Martinsville Speedway is underway. On a track as narrow as Martinsville, which is shaped a bit like a paperclip, and with cars so closely matched in performance, it's a tough place to pass. Now, Brenden pitted at the end of the first stage of the race, about 75 laps in, and took a couple of tires and a bit of fuel.
You hear what I said about 3 and 4? Yeah, and 4.
You won't see fast NASCAR Cup style pit stops during tonight's race, as these late model stock cars operate under different rules than the top level series. As a result, Brenden's LeithCars.com crew must wait until they're told by the track official that it's okay to go over the wall.
I need to turn a little better and I need some drive, so I was going to move the track bar quick so you can open that shock up. You think I need to adjust the left rear shock too?
Now with around 125 laps to go, Brenden does his best to at least maintain the 15th spot he started the race in. Late in the race, with around 50 laps to go, Brenden's crew chief, Phil Warren, makes the call to Brenden not to pit at the end of the second stage.
Let me know, Phil. They're adding fuel now. I know you know exactly what to do. They're going to probably try to make it the rest of the way.
He's gambling that his 2-tire change earlier at lap 75 was enough to get him through to the end. As a result of Brenden keeping the LeithCars.com Oldskool video games and more Camry out on the track as other drivers pitted late, Queen moved up to 7th position in the final laps of the race before eventually falling back a bit to finish a more than respectable 12th place.
We ran about, I don't know, anywhere from 16th to 18th, the first 75, and then we pitted and put tires on. Then we just kind of rode till everybody pitted and went back up to 7th, finished 12th. So we picked up about 4 spots, 5 spots. It's tough.
How's it like clean? I thought it would be.
Oh, dude, the last couple of years I've been getting clean, but it's just tough, man. It's just tough.
I want to give a huge shout out to Brenden Queen, the Queen family, and Atkins Motorsports for letting us hang with the team during the race. We hope you enjoyed this trackside edition of 0 to 60 TV by LeithCars.com. As always, give us a like, share the video, and find more automotive content at LeithCars.com under the Media tab.